Oh, hi.
Hello. Now you can't even see this. You can barely see this.
They have batteries? Yeah. I mean, that one.
Leg on one lap. What's that?
Amazing. Oh, look.
Dang, it's good. This is video? This is video. There's no sound. Do this thing. Do it.
Hello everyone, my name is Eric. I've known Adam and Sam each longer than they've known each other, I think. Sam and I quickly became friends in college. I gravitated toward her because she challenged both the absurdity of my humor and the rigor of my studying. A year after we graduated, I met Adam at the office, where we worked on human rights policy in Latin America. Adam and I soon became good friends, perhaps because I always had a steady supply of female roommates on hand. Or I was the only other guy around who could debate the merits of different free trade agreements. Maybe both. Both of you occupy such a special place in my life for so many overlapping reasons, but always because of who you are as people. There is contrast between you, to be sure. Sam, unabashed and talkative. Adam, focused and attentive. But there are also places where you deeply align, and in 4 minutes I'm going to expound on this. Adam and Sam work hard. Like, really hard. You know how when you picture a friend, you imagine them in a certain outfit? For Sam, it's pajamas and glasses, and she's sitting at the dining room table, tapping on the computer and making sounds like... For Adam, it's a shirt and tie, kind of wrinkled, sitting in the office over-enunciating his Spanish into a headset in hopes that a Peruvian flight attendant might understand him. Now, I don't want to glamorize overworking, and I hope that you two both don't have your work phones on you right now. But I would like to recognize the extent to which you are both so committed to getting the job done well. Notably, your work comes from a place of wonder and compassion. It asks, what could the world look like? What should it look like? You've inspired so many of us here with your tenacity and dedication to figuring out what needs to be done and then doing it. You understand that taking on the world's trickiest problems is the most noble form of work, though it isn't always easy. But they're not just really hard workers. In my imagination, there's other zanier versions of Sam and Adam that are equally powerful. Sam version 2 is sequined out, tearing it up in Madrid. Adam version 2 is strapped up with a hydration pack, sprinting ahead on the trail. These two have an extensive and experimental menu of play. Maybe you start with an appetizer of screaming nonsense in public with Sam, or making esoteric political puns with Adam. Either way, most people are already confused. Then you might ease into an entree of costume wearing, peak bagging, or top-tier sarcasm. Dessert could go either way. Low-key laughs on the couch, or spraying champagne all over the place. You never totally know. Their brand of play is wacky, but also nurturing. It's both fun and absolutely vital. 4.8 stars on Google. Work hard, play hard implies opposition between those two forces. But Adam and Sam have helped me to see that one actually requires the other. You need both. This truth is written all over their lives together. Watch as Sam, after a long day of work, creates a karaoke stage where no karaoke stage existed. Dine with Adam on his lunch break, and get solid recommendations for policy changes, the powder forecast, and the best Thai takeout. Watch as these two deceive two different state governments into letting them live in exciting Portland, Maine, while remotely leading badass teams in Augusta and Boston. These shared values have created a relationship that feels like home, and trust that allows them to keep one another balanced, supported, and on track. The beauty of this is that it not only helps them both excel at life, it also makes their work and the lives of everyone around them stronger and more joyful. You show us all how it's done. And this is how you love your family, how you love your friends, and how you love each other. You know that love takes work, whether it's compulsively monitoring the status of a friend's flight, or carefully planning what looks like an effortless party. And you know that love without play is empty, and you wield humor as a form of care. Occasionally I would set up friends in DC, or try to, but I never really knew who would fit well with Sam. This dude would have to be cool with Kelly Clarkson and gnarled toothpaste tubes, and at the same time hold his own intellectually. Sam's partner would need to get on her level, be it a stage or a podium. And then there was Adam. Did I know any girls that would take interest in the intricacies of Colombia's human rights situation, and also not be weirded out when he referred lovingly to his male friends as babe? Was there anyone out there who was a great skier and content to consume primarily Cabot cheddar? The fact that I didn't put two and two together first is annoying, but I'm so glad that they did. It only took a few months of having Adam and Sam around at the same time before they saw that with one another, they could be their complete, hard-working, hard-playing selves. And I saw how two friends, who already felt like family to me, could morph into a mega-friend powerhouse blazing an inspiring path. It has been such a joy to witness the unique way of loving they are creating every day. I am so delighted to add a third, new edition of Adam and Sam, dressed very well this time, to my imagination. Now we invite Adam and Sam's families and friends to join us in reciting the 7 blessings. Blessings are a Jewish wedding tradition stretching back over 2,000 years and are meant to bring joy to the couple. Instead of following the original 7 Hebrew blessings, Adam's Jewish schooling ended early with making challah at the Jewish preschool. Adam and Sam identified 7 themes as being important to a long and happy marriage. They've asked their closest family and friends to deliver a blessing around each theme. We'll start with Sam's mom, who will share her theme and then her blessings and follow from there. Sheesh, go ahead.
Community. Oh boy. May you be blessed with the ever-present, always supportive community of family and friends. May you embrace the community which you live and enjoy the fun, food, music, arts, events available to you. And may you be blessed by the community here today to witness and to wish you joy and happiness in your marriage.
Steve.
And my topic is humor. No. May laughter be your best and most accessible medicine, no prescription needed. May your lives be filled with good hearty giggles. And like the aroma of well-brewed coffee, may the sounds of humor percolate throughout your home.
Joel.
Love and compassion. May you stay open and alive to each other and to the changes you will encounter in the years to come. May affection guide your words and your deeds. And may you welcome each other's every gift.
Sawyer.
Adventure. May your passion for travel, extreme hiking expeditions, and many others of the sort continue to breathe excitement and vibrance in your marriage. May you find happiness together in adventures big and small, and something to celebrate each day you spend with each other. Together, may you grow from these wonderful experiences that will deepen your understanding of each other and of your journey through life.
Donna.
Community, health and well-being. May you learn to be grateful in health and compassionate in illness. May you radiate the love and peace you find within. May you pause often on your journey together to laugh out loud.
Mac.
Curiosity. May you always keep your sense of awe about each other and the world. May you always appreciate a drop of absurdity. And may you always seek to understand and wonder after each other just a little bit more.
And Spencer.
Appreciation and respect. May you always cherish the little things that you do for one another, for even the smallest action can mean the world at the right time. May you always celebrate your differences and unique perspectives, for your individuality makes you stronger as a unit. May you always see each other as an equal party in this union, and continue to find balance with not only yourselves, but together as one.
Thank you. You can all take a seat. Adam and Sam have chosen to write their own vows in order to capture the essence of their unique love for each other. After they each share a personal testament, they will exchange a series of joint promises. Sam, let's start with you. Do you want to hold the whole thing, or do you want this your paper?
Just make it.
Do you want the mic? Do you want to hold the mic or the stand?
So it's been 9 years. 9 years since we decided we'd be more than friends. And 9 years since I finally agreed to go on that date with you. From the very beginning, from that very first date, you were and have been to this day the most patient, thoughtful, silly, and truly weird, in the best way, man I've ever met. For those of you that don't know, Adam asked me on a date several times before I said yes. He's very patient with my overanalyzing, self-sabotaging patterns of insanity. And when I said yes, did he have a treat for me? We met in DuPont Circle and walked to a surprise location. After passing museum after museum, I was truly confused on where he could be taking me. Until we stepped in front of the Church of Scientology Museum. Now, no offense to any Scientologists out there, but this was the weirdest, most memorable, surprising, and silliest first date location. And I knew in that moment you were going to play a much bigger role in my life than Eric's funny and slightly awkward coworker. You would be the person that I would trust completely to give up some control and know that things not only would work out, but be amazing, likely in a very weird, fun, and surprising way. I love the life we've built together, moving from DC to Boston, now to Maine, always looking for the next adventure, while being perfectly content just to be together. Maybe too much so that we literally keep hanging out when one person is taking a shower and the other is just hanging in the bathroom to keep talking about the topic at hand.
You want to use this?
I love when you get nervous, particularly when playing party games, that you laugh so hard you cry and you can't even finish your sentence. I love how you can get along with literally anyone, every single person, no matter how polar opposites I think they're going to be from you. You win them over with your openness, curiosity, and sincerity you show in learning something new about somebody else, making them quickly feel included. usually through making a very lame joke. I love your sense of humor, the stupid songs we make up and sing to each other, when you make a joke that nobody really gets because it's 3 steps ahead of everyone else. I love how you don't let me take myself too seriously, teasing me when I'm being ridiculous to pretend to potential full-blown meltdown with laughter. Love your breakfast sandwiches. They sealed the deal back in Bloomingdale, and they do every Sunday morning since. I love catching your eye in the middle of a party when we both see or hear something ridiculous and need to avoid eye contact in that moment so we don't burst into laughter, and dissecting our weekends together, rosebud thorn style, of course. I love how thoughtful you are with your family and your friendships, from small things like sending them texts when an Onion article reminds you of them, or hearing a 90s song that reminds you of your friendship, to always carving out time to spend more time with the people you love. Adam, as you love to remind everyone, I don't remember the first time we allegedly met. But what I remember is that all of a sudden you started being around our friends, and then around me more and more. And when you weren't, I wanted you around. And very quickly, I couldn't imagine not having you in my life and thinking through any major life decision without you in it. Taylor Swift said it best, I hate accidents, except when we went from friends to this. Darling, you're the one I want. I love you.
You can hand that to Adam.
Sam, I've been thinking about what was the moment when I knew you were the one. It's too early on, I think, in our not-so-fairy-tale first date at the Church of Scientology, where we struggled to keep a straight face as we learned about crystals and space. Though that did make me realize you'd be into, or at least acquiesce to, many more weird adventures. It wasn't the dinner afterwards when you inhaled a burger and a milkshake, though that did show me you were someone I could be entirely comfortable with. Someone who had nothing to prove. It could have been on our early ski trips, where you would stay out on the slopes far longer than I knew you wanted to, showing me how much bitter cold you'd put up with just because you knew it'd make me happy. Well, these moments and so many others began to build something strong between us. It wasn't one of the amazing times we've had together that made me realize how much I loved you. It was how I started feeling when we were apart, especially during those 2 long years at grad school. At the end of Into the Wild, after a short lifetime of adventures, Chris McCandless scrawls into the wall of his bus, "Happiness is only real if shared." It was the experiences I had without you that showed me how much you add to my life. An incredible view of snow-capped peaks, not quite as stunning if I didn't have you by my side, reminding me I estimated the distance wrong on the hike. Landing a big job interview in grad school, if I couldn't celebrate with you after, the excitement was so much more muted. Even the mundane daily occurrences weren't the same without you. Long drives would feel even longer without you as my co-pilot, peppering me with questions about the lives we wanted to live, things I never would have thought much about without you. My dinners without you were lackluster not only because my cooking pales in comparison to yours, but because they didn't have the strange songs we would make up about the vegetables we were cooking. We've been together for almost 10 years, and nearly 24/7 for the last 2. By most accounts, the thrill of our relationship should have waned at least a bit. We should be running out of things to talk about by now. But in reality, every year I grow to love you more. Your laugh still warms my heart like nothing else, even on a hot day like this. I still adore how you butcher every saying. You're still the person I have the most fun with, the one who makes me laugh until I cry. You're still the life of the party, the one who can light up a room when the energy is low, and who can bring people together so flawlessly as you've shown this weekend. Every year a little more, you're the one who can make me feel better when I'm down, challenge me when I'm wrong, and keep me entertained on long car rides. Sam, I'm so excited to keep being silly, to keep creating community, and to keep loving you more every year for the rest of our lives.
And now we're gonna move into the joint promises. If you guys can project. Here's one copy.
I promise to challenge you and accept challenges from you and let you occasionally think you're right as long as I can be right too.
I promise to occasionally let you beat me at Scrabble and tennis and admit when I'm wrong, as long as you don't tell anyone. I promise to communicate how I'm feeling, even when I don't want to talk about it, because I know you're the only one who can make me feel better.
I promise to balance giving you the space and solitude you claim you need as an only child to recharge, while pushing both of us to say yes to social activities that might lead to new friendship, even if it falls on a school night. I promise to push us to examine what we want out of our lives, but let you stop me from my spiraling by reminding me not to take ourselves too seriously.
I promise to keep us grounded and to stop to enjoy the life we have, but still be unafraid to take big risks and try new things.
I promise not to be naive and think we'll be the same people in the future that we are today, and instead grow as individuals and partners, learning and facing life challenges together.
I promise to love you even when it's hard, to support you even when I'm tired, and to dream with you even when the future seems uncertain.
I'll take that, unless you want it. Wedding rings are made precious by our wearing them. Your rings are a reminder that no matter where you may be, in the Dolomite Mountains or on a Zoom meeting, you are together as you have chosen. Rings symbolize love that is an endless circle of happiness and wonder, always arriving home with one another through life's up and downs. May these rings remind you of the vows you have taken here today. Yours is the bigger, or Sam's is the smaller one. Adam, as you place this ring on Sam's hand, go ahead. Please repeat after me. With this ring, I vow my love.
With this ring, I vow my love.
I choose to share my life with you.
I choose to share my life with you.
I will always be on your team.
I will always be on your team.
Laughing with you in times of joy.
Laughing with you in times of joy.
And supporting you when times get tough.
And supporting you when times get tough.
I will be at your side through all of life's adventures.
I will be at your side through all of life's adventures.
Sam, as you place this ring on Adam's hand, go ahead. You can repeat after me. With this ring, I vow my love.
With this ring, I vow my love.
I choose to share my life with you.
I choose to share my life with you.
I will always be on your team.
I will always be on your team.
Laughing with you in times of joy.
Laughing with you in times of joy.
And supporting you when times get tough.
And supporting you when times get tough.
I will be at your side through all of life's adventures.
I will be at your side through all of life's adventures.
Adam and Sam, it's time to join hands. Having made these vows and exchanged rings, do you, Adam, take Sam as your partner in the adventure of life, wherever it may lead?
I do.
And having made these vows and exchanged rings, do you, Sam, take Adam as your partner in the adventure of life, wherever it may lead?
I do.
In a moment, I will ask Sam and Adam to break a glass given to them by Adam's parents. This Jewish custom serves as a reminder of life's imperfections. It is a call to work toward a wholeness within your marriage, and to work to heal and repair the world. When they break the glass, I invite you to shout Mazel Tov, and wish them luck as they share their first kiss as a married couple. Adam, do you want to place this?